Hey everyone, it's Mike here, and today I'm just going to make a quick video about this little 4-inch HD build that I just put together using the Airblade Transformer Mini 4-inch frame. And these electronics you might recognize from a recent video. These are the same ones that I used on the Diatone Roma L3. So you've got the Emax 1404 3700 kV motors and the Hifionrc 25 amp all-in-one F7 board. And in the back here a Caddx Vista, and in this case with the top and bottom plate removed, just to save about 10 grams of weight, making this a really lightweight 4-inch HD build. This is coming in at about 128 grams dry weight, so that's, I think, pretty good. So one of the ways they get that lightweight is just a single piece bottom plate. Pretty interesting design here, just a unibody, no separate arms, so if you break an arm you will have to replace the whole bottom plate. And in fact I did crack my arm right here on a little crash, but I was able to use a little bit of thin CA here and let it sit overnight, and it seems just as strong as it was initially, and I've crashed it since and it hasn't rebroken in the same place, so might have just had a weird freak crash there, but you definitely give up some strength to have this lightweight simple design. And here you can get a look at the mounting options, so it's pretty good. Got whoop mounting here, also 20 by 20 and 16 by 16, and then 20 by 20 and 16 by 16 in the back. One thing though, that the whoop mounting I think is pretty close to the 20 by 20, so if you do run something like this, be aware that the flight controller in this configuration is coming pretty close to the Vista and where the video cable is coming out, so you might have to be a little bit mindful of how you wire up the battery lead depending on what flight controller you're using. One thing I like about the top design is the battery strap layout. So you see it has 2 slots for each strap on the outside, and that allows you to run the strap over the top plate like this, so you don't really need to run a battery pad. You can just use the battery strap as the pad. I think it's a pretty elegant solution. Probably doesn't need 2 straps for this size, but better safe than sorry. I guess 1 thick strap would be fine. So let me just show you a quick flight I had today with this. I was using a pretty lightweight battery. It's a 4S520. I was getting about 4.5 minutes of flight time with this, and I think if you could probably go up to comfortably a 750. I think 850 would be a little bit too heavy, but up to a 750 you could probably get easily 7 or 8 minutes of flight time out of something like this. I wouldn't call this a basher just because the frame is one piece and you'd probably break it in too many hard crashes. But for lightweight cruising and light freestyle and good efficiency and flight time, I think this is a nice model to build something like this. And I think I like it a little bit more than the Diatone Roma L3 build that I had of this, so maybe this is a little bit of a sweeter spot than the 3-inch. Actually, the Babyhawk II is probably the sweet spot that Emax came up with.